it sure as hell is going to be difficult for the Acolyte to top last week's episode. I mean, we got lesbian space witches that live inside of a giant vagina and make babies using the Force, aka the thread. You know, all that designed to give Anakin Skywalker the finger and tell him, don't worry, you ain't special anymore. They could do it while they do their weird, creepy chant. I mean, how do you beat something like that? Well, maybe you put out an episode that is so boring, pathetic, annoyingly contrived, full with a bunch of stupid crap that nobody asked for, that you find yourself actually sitting there hoping that all the Jedi in it die. Yeah, that would do it. So let's dive right into this mess because there's no other way to deal with it. So here we go. We start off on Coruscant because that's where it's going on. And oh my God, look, it's a white guy. It's a white guy, people. I mean, you have to understand how amazing this is, seeing a white guy in Hollywood. No, that's rarer than seeing a dodo bird. My God, people, it's a white guy. If you're wearing a hat, you take it off and you show respect because you never see a white guy anymore, especially not in this not in this series unless he's getting killed or stupid or some nonsense like that. But it's a white guy. I tell you, my God, I'm shocked. So yeah, so this white guy who has no name because we don't care about him is in a little class with some Padawans, practicing their skills and whatnot. And we have the Padawan that has been hanging around the rest of them because that's it. And Osha comes to talk to this Padawan and tell her that she's leaving and to thank her for everything that she did. What exactly did she do? Well, she sat on a ship and turned on some lights. She also insulted little Jedi Knight that could numerous times. And she and Osha had a conversation where Osha told her that she's flexible. So yeah, that was doing a lot apparently, but that's what's going on. Osha's telling her that, she found out that her sister is alive and the Jedi have to deal with it now. And she's going to leave, and maybe next time she's around, they could go to a bar and get plastered, drunk, and scissor till the sun comes up. That's pretty much what's going on there. A bunch of other useless talking back and forth that no one cares about, and then we get to this planet where the Wookie Jedi is on. And May shows up with counterfeit Asian Ezra Miller because they're going to go and hunt down this Wookiee, and oh boy, he's clumsy and all of this. And now here's this important part because I need you to understand this part. Very, very important, right? May says to counterfeit Asian Ezra Miller, we only have 3 hours before the sun sets. Let's get going. I want you to remember those 3 hours, and as I said, very important because it's going to be important as we go forward in this nonsense, although nothing is really important here, but still. Yeah. So they yammer on back and forth as well because people are supposed to care about that, and then they head off. Back at the Jedi Temple now, they are observing how, May is fighting and stuff and all of this and talking back and forth. And then we get Jedi Master, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, is Ki-Adi Mundi or something like that. And when I first saw him, I was like, wait now, this guy looks familiar. And he was in episode 1 of Star Wars, you understand me? And there he was like about 80 years old or something. And this series is taking place over like 100 years or more before Phantom Menace. So it's apparently he's here before he was born. It's just that's really weird. And he had actually stated that they haven't seen the Sith in 1,000 years, a millennium, something like that. And then they're going to run into one soon. So apparently, he was talking bullshit or something. But that's what they like to do. They like to screw around with this. Same thing like they did in Kenobi when Darth Vader had originally said he had not sensed Kenobi in a long time, and then when they made the Kenobi series, he dragged his ass through some coals like 10 years before. So yeah, let's screw up every shit thing that makes perfect sense. Not a canon-breaking nonsensical moment, but why not? So they're talking and they're saying that she's untrained, but somebody clearly taught her and all of this. And then Master Shang-Chi is saying that she doesn't know who her master is. The master's hidden as his identity from her. They're like, what kind of master hides their identity from their pupil? Well, why not? Everything else is stupid. And then this green M&M comes in here, and I tell you, every scene this woman is in, she just brings it down. She strolls in there like she's the best thing since sliced bread, and you're like, oh my God, woman, you are just so bad. I mean, really, she literally got this job because she is actually Leslie Headland's wife, so nepotism got her in the door, but she's just bad. Every scene she's in, she just drags everything down. You're like, oh my God, could you stop coming in here sometimes? But that's what she did. And she comes in and she's all about how, there are all the, she's already killed 2 Jedi. Actually, she killed one, which was Trinity, and that only happened because Trinity's an idiot, and rather than just using her force powers to easily deflect the blade, she had to turn all the way to the side to look at it, and then got a little penknife to the chest, and that killed her. And then there's the other Jedi Master who willingly drank the poison that she brought for him, so he offed himself, but apparently that's considered something else for them. So yeah, she comes in there and she's all, we can't alert the council if this gets out, our political enemies would find out. We're going to handle this ourselves. I'm a green-skinned M&M, and I'm in charge of everything. Everybody has to listen to me because I have a vagina, and any man who thinks otherwise needs to shut up. So yeah, they yammer on some crap, and she gets it done when they're out there now. Master Shang-Chi goes to talk to her, and she's all, why didn't you tell me that Osha had a twin sister? This could have all been up, but then he's all like, I saw her fall. No one could have survived that. I mean, it's not to say like, he had the force and could have pulled both of them up, but he was like, you know what, we only need one, bam, and grabbed Osha. So that's what happened. They're yammering on, and he wants to go after me, and he's trying to convince the green M&M to let him go, and he tells her that, they have something that May wants. She's okay, fine, you can do that. Why not? So we're back to the planet that the Wookie is on, and counterfeit Asian Ezra Miller and me are walking along, and he's telling her all kind of thing about how do you kill a Jedi without a weapon, and the master wants you to do this, and the master wants you to do that, and the master, and everybody just talking about the master, and this master coming here, and the master wants you to this, and Sorry, it was so freaking boring. I fell asleep there. Oh, God, it's a struggle to get through this shit. That's this. Move on. Yeah. And the thing about it is that she makes the same face in every scene, no matter what she's doing. just this one resting face thing she has no matter what. Yeah, because, she needs to find her sister, and Asian is realized that just because Osha is alive, that doesn't change anything. You need to complete what you have to do, or else the master is going to kill you. Yeah, that should probably have told you that was a bad career choice. So Master Shang-Chi goes to see Osha before she leaves, and he tells her, and she's all like, oh, you want me to come back to the Jedi? And he's like, no, you're a screw-up waste of time. You failed out. We don't want you back. But what we do want is for you to come with us so we can use you as bait to find your sister. She's like, yeah, okay, why not? I'm not good enough for anything else. So yeah, let's do that. That sounds perfectly fine. So yeah, they jump on board the ship to go, and a little robot thing is there, and there is this furry something or another on the ship that is kind of get off and thing, and then she thinks about that, and then Osha goes and asks this Jedi Padawan, who apparently needs to be everywhere now, that thing there, whatever the hell it's called, is he with us or is they with us? And I'm like, okay, so first off, it's on the ship, so clearly it's with you. That's a no-brainer, you moron. And secondly, no, you have to make sure that you use those pronouns, is he or they. Without, God forbid you say he or she, because there's only two genders. But no, let's use those pronouns, is he or they with us, because we need to keep pushing this nonsense that started like 5 years ago on Twitter and has now gone to the extreme. Let's keep pushing that. It's not like that's part of the problem that's killing Disney. No. We gotta keep doing this nonsense. So yeah. So they go to the planet, and here's the thing I tell you. Remember stuff I'm telling you this, right? Remember earlier how I said made to counterfeit Asian Ezra Miller that there was only 3 hours of daylight left, let them hurry? Right. So far, they've been walking in the forest, in the jungle, I should say, right? There was the meeting on Coruscant in regard with all the Jedi, and they wanted to do this. Master Shang-Chi went and recruited Osha to come with him. They traveled through space, right? And they reached the planet, and the sun's still up. It hasn't gone down yet. So in all that time, 3 hours in past yet. They should rename this episode 24, because like events are happening in real time. I was half expecting to see Jack Bauer show up and take out me and go home. Now we're at the end of it right there. But no, let's do this nonsense. So yeah, they arrive on the planet, and they're shocked to find out, right, that the Wookie Jedi has gone into the jungle. Why would you be shocked to know that? I mean, on their home planet, they literally live in jungle environment. You were expecting him to stay where everybody else was, but no. And the reason they brought that furry thing along is so that it could track down the Jedi. They take out this cloth that has his scent on it, and this furry thing is going to track him down. What about using the Force? You literally have the Force. What about using that, you dumb, stupid lightsaber wielding sons of God? You literally have the Force. You could use that to find him. No, let's take out his moldy jockstrap that somebody kept for some reason, and have this furry little thing sniff it, and then that's going to track him down. It's like the window lickers who wrote this entire series have never been outside. That's the first way to put it. They've never been outside. They don't know anybody. They don't know. They just told, listen, write this in the dumbest way possible, and they just do it. That's it. They just literally do it. Because God forbid you use the Force to do anything. No. Let's take out this Wookiee's moldy jockstrap that somebody kept for some reason. That's the really freaky thing about that. Somebody kept that with this scent on it so that this thing could track him, we would track him down, even though all these jackholes and them could use the Force. No, idiots. Absolute idiots. And this large parade of absolute morons walking along the path and all kind of thing. Where have I seen something similar like this? It reminds me of a Disney project they were going to do where they changed out some people. I think it was supposed to have dwarfs and they changed them. What am I thinking of? It'll come to me sooner or later. Whatever. So yeah, they're trotting along, talking about crap, talking about more crap, going into the jungle and thing there. So there's the counterfeit Asian Ezra Miller and May. They're going along, yammering on about nonsense. The Jedi literally walk into this jungle, and there are giant bugs wrapped around these trees, and these idiots just walk by like, we didn't see anything, fine, let's go. But when Osha touches one, it literally uncoils, goes up into the tree, starts flying around, and none of them hear anything. None of these trained Jedi who are Jedi Knights and Jedi Masters hear anything. Only when Osha calls out to Saul and says, Saul, there's this thing in the tree, that then they realize something. But telling you, you're sitting here praying all of them get taken out because they're unbelievably stupid. Honestly. So he goes there, takes out his lightsaber, cuts it in half. That's what's going on. And then they continue along into the woods, and then Osha is telling this Padawan who she clearly wants to scissor with that she felt this creature and now it's gone, and some other nonsense they start to talk about that nobody cares about. And the sun is still up, people. It's still up. Sun hasn't set yet. I'm telling you, this is literally 24 now, because this all these events are happening in real time. The sun has not set yet. It's very, very strange. So Osha and counterfeit Asian Ezra Miller in the jungle there. She stops to get some rest, and Asian Ezra Miller is trying to tell her, I think, and at this point it's pretty clear this guy is suspicious as hell. He's most likely this Dark Master that they're talking about. I mean, come on, it's not even practical anymore. Really ridiculous. Sun still ain't set yet, people. Still ain't set yet. So they're walking around these Jedi jack-offs are walking around the jungle. They've lost the furry thing that was tracking down the Jedi Master, because they're a bunch of idiots. They don't know where they are. They're looking around. They find something, and I'm just there praying that they all get taken out. Meanwhile, the Asian Ezra Miller hears May scream. He runs back and gets caught in a trap that she set. And then she literally says to him, I'm not kidding about this part, she literally says to him, my sister being alive changes everything. I'm going to turn myself into the Jedi, and I'm going to reunite with my sister. And Asian Ezra Miller is like, you can't do that, the Master will kill you. And she's like, he'll have to find me first. Not with what I know. If I tell the Jedi what I know, he won't be able to touch me. And I'm like, what was the point of all of this then? Tell me. All this big revenge you were going on, and all this thing, and every Jedi Master come to attack me with your full power and all of this. And you can't tell me, you just suddenly decide you're going to change sides. You build up something like this, you earn it. But not these idiots. She just automatically out of nowhere decides, listen, I'm going to turn over a new leaf, and I'm going to just side with the Jedi because that's what I want to do, and you can't tell me otherwise. So too bad for you. Peace, I'm out. That's it. That's literally what she says. No build up, no nothing. Everything that's wasted. And there are still 4 more episodes of this nonsense to go. She just decides that's it, she's done. Yep. And she leaves him hanging there and takes off to go and find the Jedi Master. When she does, she encounters the little furry thing and it alerts them to where she is. So she goes in to the Wookie Jedi's hut and finds that he has been killed already. Yep, somebody already smoked him, and that's when she realizes, oh no, the Master is already here. So when the Jedi show up outside of the hut and they're all, May, we know you're in there, come out. We're not leaving, we know you're there. While Osha is standing there, this so-called Dark Master comes floating down like Batman on speed, telling you. And he just slowly starts to approach her. And the Jedi are all standing there, understand me? And they're all, who are you? Stop, don't move. And he's walking right up to Osha. You understand me? Right up to Osha. And none of them are doing anything to stop him. And this is the worst freaking mask I have ever seen. He bought this at the freaking dollar store. There's like a zipper where his mouth is, and I'm hoping to God he could just close it and keep it shut because it looks absolutely freaking stupid. Honest, just beyond stupid. And he's walking right up, and May is inside the hut looking out there, seeing this, doing nothing. And this guy walks right up to Osha. None of them have done anything, and none of them have done anything. And he ignites his lightsaber, his red lightsaber, and these idiots are still standing there doing nothing. And he just uses the Force to toss Osha aside. Right? He just uses the Force to toss Osha aside. And then when he does that now, all the Jedi suddenly decide, yeah, we're going to... Yeah, he just ignites his lightsaber. All the Jedi ignite their own. And then he tosses Osha aside. They charge at him. And then he just automatically uses one Force push and sends all of them back. And that's it. That's how it ended. That was it. Absolute waste of freaking time. I was sitting there hoping to God all the Jedi just bought it because this episode was so boring, it's beyond compare. It's boring, it's ridiculous, it's stupid because you suddenly have May deciding, listen, I'm going to join the light side after I murdered a Jedi and gave my next one poison to drink. All this mystery deciding about what happened doesn't make sense anymore because she's already decided she wants to be good. And I mean, you know, she may very well just go to the Jedi and tell them, listen, I want to be good. And they may say, okay, no problem, because keep in mind when it comes to counterfeit Asian Ezra Miller, right? They literally, and I mean literally, gave him a warning and let him go after he actually actively participated in making the poison that killed a Jedi Master, and then also most likely killed the guy who worked at the apothecary shop before and stole his clothes. But no, this is what we're getting, people. So yeah, that was the episode, and all I can say in regards to this, thank God it's over. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video, and I shall see you all next time. Take care.